Hey guys, what we have here is a Cerberus Pyrotronics Guardion smoke detector, model FB-1A. This one is kind of an uncommon unit. I got this one off of eBay. There's a seller on eBay that was selling, they were selling one of them, and then somebody bought it. I can't remember who. And now they have another listing, and apparently they have like 4 or 5 more. And so I went ahead and bought one because, I mean, I like the design of these, and I've wanted one of these for a while. So yeah, I didn't know they had a model with a test button up until very recently, actually. Now, model FB-1A is sort of the successor to the Guardion FB-1, and the original FB-1 was much bigger, and it had the same basic design with the vertical vents, similar to a Honeywell CD200A or a Jameson. The cover was like taller and it was sealed. You could not open the unit. And Sunbeam rebranded the original FB-1, and I have one of those right here. So this is Sunbeam's version of the original FB-1. It's basically about this exact same size, except it's, instead of the sort of conical or cantilevered design on the side here, it was a regular just flat edge, and there was the same vent on here on here. And the original FB-1 did not have a test button. It had the battery flag right here, which is this little indicator that is supposed to pop out if the battery has been removed. Not a test button, like I said, but they did have a model of these. Sunbeam, at least, had a model of these that had a test button right here. And I don't know if Pyrotronics made a model of the original FB-1 that had a button. I'm gonna say no, because they made this model, but I have no idea. But yeah, so this one here is sort of a mismatch between the original FB-1 and kind of a First Alert SA76RS or BRK77R. I have one of my SA76RSs right here, and you'll see they're about the same exact size. The main difference that they made to the FB-1A is that they added a test button. So they compacted it a little, they added a test button, because the original one you had to use smoke to test, so very handy. So let's open it up, and you can see the inside. It has the exact same sensor and horn as the original FB-1. You can kind of see in there the round sensor and the horn. It's got the Kobishi CLB27 brass squealer. And this same PCB was actually used in not only the Sunbeams and the original FB-1, but also in Norelco's Norelco Smoky HB0938 and 33, and it was used in some Sears models as well. It was also used in the Wells Fargo ones that had a sort of like a dome-shaped cover, and they also made ones that had escape lights. Wells Fargo did. Cerberus did as well, but I think they came out later when they changed from the mechanical horn to the piezo horn. So anyway, you can see that the base actually is basically like a copy of the BRK one, the SA76RS or the 77R. And one strange thing that I had seen in actually Nathaniel's video, but I had just noticed with this one, is the cover for the SA76RS will fit, well, it ideally would fit on this one. However, the test button is too tall, so if if the test button thing wasn't here, then this cover would fit on it. So I just thought that was interesting, because look, they got the same Y-shaped slot, and then the tab behind the batteries. And the PCB itself is even shaped similarly, with the battery on this side, pointed that way, sensors on the right, and then the horns on the left, and the same horns, obviously. And this one's even got the exact same test button as the First Alert. It's the tiered test button. I've not seen one with a dome test button. I don't think they had them. So yeah, they pretty much took BRK's design of the SA76RS and 77R and just made their own model. And this is the cover. Yeah. So, actually, I haven't tried this yet. Does this cover fit on the 76RS? It does. That doesn't even surprise me, though, so that's the SA76RS's base with the FB-1A's cover on it. Let's get the cover off. So, yeah. I guess I'll put the cover back on and we'll go for a test. So, yeah, test it. So yeah, that's the sound it makes. Very, typical pitch. I think it's around the same as, you know, any regular First Alert. Yeah. Let's test it again. And one thing I forgot to mention is this detector actually came from Canada. This is the Canadian model, distributed by Pyrotronics Canada. And as a result, the label on the back has instructions in both English and French, which I thought was pretty cool. So yeah, 0.8 microcuries of americium in this one. And yeah, and I think that might be a date code, 1979. That seems like a likely year because these came well after the original FB1. And another thing that I forgot to mention, actually, notice the test button contact right there. It goes onto the horn. Now, most of these, the ones that I've seen, the test button actually comes out like right there and pushes down onto the sensor, similar to that one. So I just thought that was interesting. Have not seen that very often. So let's test it without the cover. So yeah. Also, the test button thing says test in both English and French as well. So yeah, that's very interesting. Neat little unit. I'm very happy to have it. I just need to find an original FB1 now. And then I think I'll I'll be good. So that is it for this video. That's the Cerberus Pyrotronics Guardion FB-1A. Thank you for watching, and more to come.